This skybox looks incredible. Hold on, I hear a thing, I hear a thing. Yep. Crazy luck to hear that when I only have left audio right now. Electric Talisman. I can... I can put in my other earbud. Crazy that I heard a second one. Crazy. What teammates do we have? Recluse and Revenant. Okay, I don't think we need Sacred Scorpion Charm for either of them. We can run in here and do this first. I'm going to... I'm sorry, I'm just so thrown off by what happened last round. The fact that we beat Fisher in the Fog first try, and then we beat Night Aspect first try, it just feels like that shouldn't have happened. It feels like that really shouldn't have happened. So, I'm just so... kerfuffled. Improved critical hits. And higher damage in general. Take care for that. Might have been good to pick that up for Recluse. But... ah well. And I feel like Recluse probably looked at it, because both would have opened that up. I love how fast that applies. It applies just as fast as the, I forget what they're called, but the greases that have the, like, string on them. The ones that apply faster, but only last a fraction as long. Ooh. They hit very hard for how little health I have. And recovery speed. Yes, please. And happy to see teammates that are taking charge. Sorcerer's Rise is useless to me, so instead of doing that, I can go over here and take these out. Rise's contraption is unlocked. Good on the team for getting that done. I'm gonna in this location so they know to come here in case they haven't gotten the boss health bar to pop up. Because they've like just gotten here. And I've taken out all three. Increased number of runes obtained? Yes, please. Get 10% more runes? That's such a good thing to get. Way better than anything I'd get in a Rise's contraption. I feel like because that's going to be swallowed up, that's a better thing to go for. Especially since we're heading in this general direction already. And this is close by. We're not losing too much time. Assuming Recluse actually follows. We're not losing too much time by coming here. Hey! And I can take the pen off. Yeah, barely lost any time, and we get another heal, so... very worth it. And... here there's a field boss right next to this. And if you open the Everjail, you're almost certainly getting the field boss's attention. And you have to fight two bosses at once. And that's not a very good thing. But if you kill the field boss, and then go after the Everjail boss, then you only ever have to deal with one boss. And that makes things so much easier and so much faster. Improved affinity damage negation. I don't know if that just means all non-physical damage negation. Like, does it just mean all magic damage? All fire damage? Because if it means all damage of that type, then... or all damage of those types, rather. Then... yes, please. Here I'm gonna buy 2 Starlight Shards for our Recluse, and 2 Warming Stones for myself. Because on days 1 and 2, they're much cheaper than on day 3. And you also get a restock on day 3. So, they let me pick that up. I let them pick that up. They picked up 1, but not 2. So I assume that they just, like, didn't see the second one. The Winged Sword Insignia is actually good for us, since we're using a dagger. Which daggers do attack quickly. Oh. I don't think that's how physics works. I don't think that you're supposed to go through the floor. Silly knight breaking the laws of physics. With physical damage negation, as that is very valuable. Oh, a magma worm. I love these guys, they're cute. They're just adorable, silly little guys. I mean, the lore of them is kind of horrifying. With the whole... they used to be people, and they, like, ate dragons. And then they did that because they wanted to become dragons, or absorb the power of dragons. And then it became this as, like, a curse. That way they can never fly. You know, horrifying stuff. Man-made horrors beyond our comprehension. Normal Tuesday stuff. But still, they're cute. If you just look at them as an animal, they're adorable. They're just silly little guys. I mean, look at them as they explode into dust. Well, I don't think that's useful to me. This says bleed. It's not a dagger. But it still attacks quickly. And it probably fits X scaling. And it's got bleed buildup. Oh. I'm not a tank, I'm not meant to take hits. Kinda forgot that Duchess is very similar to Iron Eye. In the sense that they have a very powerful ability, and they should just be spamming it. Like, just off cooldown. I'm going to grab that. Not for myself, but for Recluse. However, I'm not going to drop it because we're in the rain. And it would be much better to get out of the rain and then drop it. Because while being in the rain for short periods of time is perfectly fine, you don't want to be standing around. You want to keep moving. You gotta get that button gear. Simply tapping it enough? Simply tapping it is definitely enough. Yep. Oh. We can move this up to here. God, this is such a little range. But it's fine, it's fine. I've seen these guys before in like the 5th or 6th Nightlord fight. Or 5th or 6th Nightlord circle, I suppose. Because every Nightlord has a small pool of bosses that they can choose from for Nights 1 and 2. And there's a bit of overlap between them. Ulcerated Tree Spirit. Royal Knight's Resolve. Okay. I mean, these are a fun boss. I like these bosses a lot. I've never fought them as claws before. And I can definitely see why I've never fought them with claws before. I rolled too late. So, that's on me. These past two expeditions, I've been getting a bit of lag, but that was not a lag hit. That was just me missing the timing. So, you've probably seen it, especially in the previous part. There's a bit of teleporting. Excessive attacks restore HP. Yeah, so despite what it looks like on the map, you don't want to go straight for that. You want to head this way. Because you need to go above that ridge. Like this incline and then left. It's a little bit deceptive on the map. But once you learn that, then you can start making your way down. Oh, and there's this. These little merchant villages are so nice. Because it gets you a special merchant, and they sell some really good stuff. Like a guaranteed Dragon Crest Shield Talisman for 15k. So good, just 15% physical damage negation. And it's right here. We can land here. And forgot that I had two already. Right. I am aware that I'm at half health, by the way. That has not been lost on me. I simply don't care. You see, I will never have to heal if I simply never get hit. We're thonking with our thonker. But also, we can just have Recluse use her ult, which also works. Normally, I would go with improved dodging, but Duchess has, like, the best dodge in existence, functionally speaking. So, yeah. We're up here. But yeah, because she has such a good dodge, I'm not really concerned about getting an even better dodge. So if I was any other character, I would definitely go with the better dodge, but 20k, very useful. Where is this thing? Are they still? They're still up there. Yeah, Recluse just went, it's not worth it. They did the funky fly, and now they're up in the weird spot. It's just not worth it. And you know what? I totally get that. We can just move on to enemies that won't kerfunkle themselves into a funny spot. I always go left, so I wonder what this fella's doing. Can you seriously just go over here? Group sorceries. Oh, I can't upgrade that at all. I wonder, does the Executor actually know where he's going? Or is he just sniffing around? Because if he's just sniffing around, I totally understand. But the final Nightlord is not the time to be doing that. Where is he? He's all over the place. He's up, he's down, he's all around. Although I've never been over here. I've never seen any of this before, so... leave it to a teammate running in a funny direction to get me to see something new. Because I'm too used to finding a single comfortable path and just rolling with it. Because that is how I operate. I find the thing that works once and I go, I will never change. We can ignore him. Spectral Lance, my beloved. Recovery speed. Will let me dodge more when I spam dodge for the Nightlord. Because I don't know how to do anything else. It's not yet. I will learn. Ooh, that gave the special dodge that you get when dodging a grab attack at the correct time. I've never seen that before. I usually just either get out of dodge in time, or I take the damage. But yeah, Duchess and Iron Eye. Those are the two I don't want to learn the game characters. Or I don't know enough about the game yet. So I want to learn before throwing myself into the deep end. Ow. Iron Eye, because he can sit back with a bow and has marking. Up that 121k. Ooh. And then Scorpion Stinger. Give Scarlet Rot. I'm gonna pick up Blasphemous Blade. Purely because it's a great sword, and great swords are mine. Okay. Would probably drop Raptor Talent. We're doing it. I don't care that we're in Dex build. We are the Blasphemous Blade. Start up. Oh yeah, even in the left hand, we still have the special moveset. Ow, my soft Dex build bones. I'm not meant to fight. Ooh, gold. Winding Grace. Now here's the thing. I don't trust myself with Winding Grace. Entirely because I don't know this Nightlord just yet. I do trust myself with that because I'm greedy. So we have more health restoration and more physical damage negation. But yeah, I'm gonna drop the Winding Grace for a teammate. And whoever wants to pick it up can pick it up, but it's not gonna be me holding it, because if we're in a situation where all three of us go down, I mean, I have the best ult for reviving teammates. But still, you die. I mentioned it 1 or 2 times ago, like 1 or 2 parts ago, where I said every time I've ever had this castle shifting Earth, every time without fail, Loretta has been here. Not just a boss, specifically Loretta. 86 to 112. Okay, so we have our Rot Dagger, and then our Damage Dagger. I'm gonna pick this up just because it's the Elven Orc bow, and my heart holds a soft spot for the Elven Orc bow. What are we getting over here? Unless there's like a boss down here, because I think there's a boss down here in this ravine. I haven't gotten this yet. Yeah. I was gonna say, I haven't gotten to this area much. But I think I remember there being a golden hippo down here. Because that's what it was the last time. Or the one time that I've seen a boss down here. AKA the one time I've gone down here. Okay, so we're gonna make it into here. Then I'm gonna drop and pin that because again, I don't trust myself with that. Please take it. I do not trust myself with such a valuable item. Was he freeing up a slot? I think he was freeing up a slot. Okay. Well, we could probably run into either there or over here to get some extra pocket change. Yeah, there's some enemies here. Oh, look at that. I got us an extra, what, like 10k? Not crazy, but decent enough. I can pin that. And these are those who live in death. I've seen a Tibia Mariner and those who live in death before. Oh! I dodged. Like, I pressed the dodge button, but I guess my character was still in the animation. of being stunned. So, there's that. Okay. We're back up to full health without needing to heal. Nice. Oh no. A death right bird. This is a very no bueno boss. Deathrite birds? Terrible. Evil. Awful. This is the epitome of a meanie pants as a boss. But they're dead. Can we have a second boss? I would like a second boss. All three of these are good. However, physical damage negation is just too good to pass up. Just like how Dragon Crest Shield Talisman and Crimson Sea Talisman are just too good to pass up. Same thing. So we're gonna have 26k left. Or just over 25. Yep. So we can get Crimson Burst, and that's all we have the money for. I don't think we can even use that on anything. We can use it on the Elden Orc bow, but I'm not using the Elden Orc bow, so we can just make our way down. Now, at the end of the last part, I mentioned going through the game, or going through the final Nightlord as Recluse and Wilder. I was actually going to go with Recluse, but obviously you can see a teammate is on Recluse, so. And I wanted to do Wilder last since he's like the main character. He's the guy on the main screen. He's the one on the like promotional material, I think. I haven't looked at a lot of promotional material for this game. Oh, alright, looking at it close up, it does kind of look like the Moonlight Greatsword a bit. Ignore me being greedy there. Ooh, that was a very cool looking attack. Oh, and he's got like a dagger on him too. Alright, so actually playing as a melee character, he feels very different for the first time fighting him. He feels far more threatening, but also feels a lot cooler. Can I stay on my warming stone? No. Ooh! That looked very cool. It was not good for my health. I was so caught up in the spectacle. I forgot that I should be rotting him and using restage. Okay. I'm going to use this. And I wanted to use this skill. I don't know if that's actually going to do anything now. I was so busy looking at that. Which, wow, that looks beautiful. I wish we got to be here with that visual without the boss, just so we could enjoy it. Because that visual is beautiful. Oh, my bones. He's almost dead already. I can't tell if that's a testament to me just sitting there staring at nothing while my team does the entire job for me. Goated team, by the way. W on them. Or if this boss just doesn't have a lot of health. Primordial Nightlord's Rune. An object found within the Primordial Nightlord. Oh. Blinding. I didn't even get to read that last time because I was too busy. I was too busy holding L1 to look at the skybox. No, we are not surge sprinting there. We're dodging all the way there. Suffer. We will dodge our way to the end. That's something I do basically every time. Well, actually, in the round table hold. There you go, friend. That will turn you into a not corpse. You're still a corpse. You might need a second one. Offer the night. Ah, I was correct. Hit the table. But I was correct in what I said at the end of last time. Where offering the Nightlord's rune is probably just the basic ending available to everyone. Whereas some characters get their own unique endings. My guess is that it's Wilder, Iron Eye, and Recluse. Iron Eye, because I've already done it as him. Yeah, I got that. And then Recluse and Wilder, because they don't have their own little sketches yet. So, offer the Nightlord's rune. Dawn. Reached the ending. Okay. And skipping that because we already went through it last time. But very nice. They felt different as a fight, as a melee character, compared to fighting them as an Iron Eye. They felt even more fun fighting them as a melee character. And I feel like as I actually learn them, and maybe not master, but get pretty good at them, I feel like they're going to become even more fun. And they might be, because they felt more fun as a melee character, I feel like they're going to be like the only Nightlord that I prefer fighting as a melee character compared to as a ranged character. Because, like, Triaphyllos, Gaping Jaw, Sentient Pest, Augur, definitely those first four, I much prefer fighting them as a ranged character compared to a melee character. Equilibrious Beast and Dark Drift Knight, I like them pretty equally, melee or ranged. Fisher in the Fog, I've only fought once, and Night Aspect, I've only fought twice, so not super clear on them just yet, but they felt more fun as Duchess. And also the beating the Nightlord as a Duchess felt fitting since she was like the first one here at the round table. That felt fitting. And that cutscene, outside of the two blinding white lights near the end, that was a beautiful cutscene. I liked that a lot. That was incredibly enjoyable. But that being done, as I said, I'm going to do two more runs. One where I beat them as Recluse, and one where I beat them as a Wilder, because they don't have sketches yet, unlike all the other characters. So I assume that they get their own unique endings. And I'm also going to do another part going through all the garbs and my opinions on them, along with doing another part going over all of the bosses, minus the Everdark Sovereign variants, and giving my opinions on them. Not just the Night Lords, but all of the bosses. So I'm gonna continue on this, and yeah.